Welcome, friends. Let's see if the stream works this time. It's been crashing. It has been crashing, my friends. It's taken us 10 minutes to get this to work, so I don't know what's happening. Had to reboot my phone and everything, it's just a fucking nightmare. So we'll see what's happening, shall we? We will see what is happening. How are you? I am going spare because of that. Welcome, Nick. Welcome, Germs. Welcome, Saint Genie. Welcome, everybody. How are you all? How am I? Okay. Decided to book myself in for an Indian head massage tomorrow. Okay. That is my voice, unless I'm very much mistaken. So I'm going for an Indian head massage. I went to see the doctor today, and he was like, you, Richard, are not anxious. What's the word for it? You are agitated. You are agitated, Richard. You need to cheer up. You are agitated and you need to calm down. I was like, this isn't what I thought agitation would feel like, but not to worry. So I'm going for an Indian head massage, and I am hoping that will help me out. Make me feel better. If I am indeed actually not feeling great. So, today is Poison Day. But I feel rough. Does your doctor understand the current state of perfume? I wouldn't have thought so. Welcome, Zhao. Welcome, Heretic. Welcome, Joe. Welcome, Spy and Bash. It is all Lucas' fault. The swine. Absolute shithouse. I've got tendonitis in my feet. I was going to get a foot massage, but the place I rang up, I wasn't entirely convinced that it wasn't a knocking shop. So I decided not to bother with that place and go to somewhere that I'm pretty sure isn't, and they're only going to give us I'm pretty sure they're going to give us a head massage. Why don't you? So, well, massages are my idea of hell, says Joe. I am the Indian massage master. No tickling or nothing, says Pradeep. Scent of the day is Violet Valinka. I'm loving this fragrance, says Zhao. I need to wear that soon. Duck, next fave socially tones after Amber Sultan and Shergi. Feeling Agil, possibly. I'd have to get them all out and have a look. I'd have to have a look at them all. See what's crack-a-lacking. Oh! So how is everyone? Are you fantastic and doing really well? Are you okay? Tell me, you all, what is your scent of the day? What is your scent of the day? Today I am wearing Les Indemodables Oriental Blue. Oriental Blue! Oriental Blue. You need to burn some incense and meditate, Rich. Incense gives us a dodgy chest, like. I need to use it few and far between. AC 55.8 is wearing Homme de Grey, very similar to Eau de Sud. It is in that kind of wheelhouse. Eau de Sud's a bit drier for me. Homme de Grey's a bit smokier. Another new Tom Ford private blend just fucking stops. Is process spaced out? Yes. Amber Intrigue. What about Feminité Dubois, Rich? Says Saint Genie. Not the Serge Luton one. The Shiseido version, yes. The Shiseido version is much better than the Serge Luton one. Juro is wearing Route de Vetiver by Maître Parfumier at Gantier, which is a great fragrance, to be fair. Welcome, Moose. Welcome, Divine. Divine is wearing Back by Slumber Hoose. Germs, welcome. Good day, friends. Hope you're having a cup of tea. And fantastic. Tired, hacked off with work, says Joe. What is wrong with work? Jeannie is not so bad. AC is queer moresque with seeking out a sample of it if I already have queer cabbage. Yes. A sample, definitely. I've got a bottle of queer moresque for sale, actually. Andrej says, evening all. Evening, Andrej. Jordan Albro is wearing vintage Amen. Zhao says, from the note breakdown, it seems to be inspired by Ambra Nargile. Nightmare. I'm sure it will. And thank you, Sanjini. Just tired and a bit grumpy. Andrej is wearing Cartier's Oud Kinan. Or Per Kinan. I think it's meant to say Oud Kinan, isn't it? Nick is wearing Roger Apex. A bit boring, to be honest. I thought it was crap. I thought it was so average. Christy is wearing Bellarme, a brand new bottle of. Jim says, ironically, I am not intrigued at all by Ambra Intrigue. Indeed. Same as here, says Juro. I fell asleep with the hairdressers today. I can pretty much sleep everywhere at any time, says Juro. I have the Palais Royal version of Feminité Dubois and love it, says Saint Jamie. Like the stream, says Dropout. Hello, Alicia. My mother says, would I ever fall asleep with the hairdressers? I don't trust them. We're going through a restructuring. Need I say more, says Joe. I've been reading Perfume, The Alchemy of Scent today by Jean-Claude Elena, says Saint Genie. Has anyone else read it? Jeremy says, I think the regular Serge version is fantastic. I have a mini of the Shiseido, and I think the differences are slight. Pradeep says, I am in Vanille Havan, Haro on the arm. Average doesn't mean crap, though. Apex is a basic fougere scent like Italian Cyprus. It's just naff. It's just like... It's disappointing because Les Indemodables, I feel like, did this with... Les Indemodables did Purely Noisette. They release loads of fragrances that you think are great for ages, and then they release like a normal one, and you're just like, oh God, the brand's falling apart. You know what I mean? Scent of the day, Blackstrap Betty from One Way Bridge, says Stephen Farbrother. Welcome, Stephen Farbrother. How are you? Panda says hello. Scent of the day. Scent of the day is a 2008 bottle of Armani Code in the Ace of Spades bottle. Cooler bottle than scent. Yes. Yes, that happens as well. I know you wanted about that twat that made a second Instagram account in an attempt to re-engage with his followers, but I actually want to talk about something else. TDM raising equity. Who's TDM? TDM? Tarfum Damali? Scent of the day, Sensual Obsessions, King of Kings, 13ZZ01. Exact batch, says Fragrance Collector. I've never heard of any of that. Have you smelled Metro Parfumi Elegante Eau de Isles, Rich? It's very early 80s. Yes, and it's in my MPEG first impressions video. Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. I think the other Bois Surge or underrated Bois Fruit smells like nearly identical to Feminine de Bois. It's very well priced on eBay, says Jordan. Welcome, RN. Spy Mash says vintage Michael Kors is a scent of the day. Evening perfume peeps from beautiful Lisbon, says Anuj. I hope you're having a nice time. It's so hard to make an amber to compete with Amber Sultan, Leather Doesn't Matter Can, or Amber Absolute. I mean, Leather Doesn't Matter Can and Leather Doesn't Matter Can and Amber Sultan are clear. I think Amber Absolute's good. It's good, but I prefer the others. If I'm being honest, I prefer the others. You know. I bought vintage Azaro 9 and Girl on Chamad, but sadly both have turned. Oh no. Thomas de Monaco. Why is Thomas de Monaco raising equity? What's going on there, do you think? Rich Perkinan is part of Cartier's Les Epures line. It's a citrusy fragrance based on the smell of kumquat. Who made a second account? Well, we will talk. I will have to go on to my Parfumo and remember the guy's name unless Divine wishes to drop it in the chat. Tomorrow, my 10ml decant of number 22 arriving. Never smelled it, says Dropout. Risk Design says, hello all. Rich Mitch, scent of the day is 1996 by Byredo. Welcome Dulux Lex. Love 22, everyone says. I'm posting the actual numbers on Discord, says Divine. I will read them. Instagram has more fragrance influencers than the UK population. Yikes, says Prodeep. Hi, Lisbon is my favourite European city by far, says Juro. Just watched Daco's vid about the new head of perfume at Chanel. Seems L'Oreal are indirectly got their fingers in the perfume pie. Quality likely will drop big time. L'Oreal have never got their hands on a perfume that they didn't shit on. Absolute nightmare. And Nuge says, Spain was awesome and Portugal has been even better. The kindest, friendliest, most peaceful people I've ever met in my entire life. Yes, the Portuguese have a very sophisticated culture. Britain's oldest ally in the world. Did you know that? One of the only countries in the world that I don't think we've ever been at war with Portugal. We have a treaty with them going back about 800 years, I think. Might not be exactly 800 years, but it's not far off. You know, I've chipped this bottle of lead, it doesn't matter, Kane, and I'm very upset by that. I've recently bought a new Surge, says James. Which Surge did you recently bought? Hello, everyone. Welcome, Sandra. Ricky the fragrance guy. I'm in a bar, says Duchamp. Evening Eau Murray, scent of the day is 1740 by Histoire de Parfum. It's the bollocks. The Portuguese language is an ongoing experiment, says RN. Herb says, writing my thesis and so bored. Fragrance Collector says, hey Rich, should I get the Lamal Elixir Jean Paul Gaultier, or is it being pushed by shills? I don't trust it because of its somewhat popularity. I wouldn't buy it because I don't think it's very good fragrance, actually. I think it's shit. It's kind of like the shills are pushing it because they know it'll get clicks and it'll get views. I don't know if it's being sent to them. It might be. But it's a pretty good idea to stay away from almost every fragrance that the usual crowd push. You know? Just got a sample of Absolute, Aventus, Centaurus, and Delphinus. Scared to smell them as I know I'll probably be disappointed, says Dulux Lex. EC says, Aveillère is 2029. Bleu de Chanel is still Chanel's flagship men's perfume. Oh no. Welcome DMS, currently sporting an armful of juice box testers and bit underwhelming on the whole. Yes. Risk Design says, I'm in love with the powdery iris at the moment. Nothing seems to beat Diorom early ones. Any recommendations for that powdery goodness? Powdery iris. Ooh. Powdery iris. I'm not a big powdery fan. You want something like Chanel No. 5. I'm not a big powdery fan, to be honest. Doing good last days of summer. How about you? I was at the doctor's today. The tendonitis in my feet is absolutely insane, and I cannot fucking tolerate much more of it. To which the doctor said, have you tried putting cold stuff on it? And I was like, no. And he was like, try that. And I was like, okay, so I'll be trying some cold stuff on it. Box use is a rare one, James. You like fruity leathers? Yeah, James got box use. It's an interesting perfume. It's an interesting name, box use. Chanel Comet is a nice powdery iris. Iris Poudre is a nice iris, powdery iris, Joe, correct? Oh boy, that's an awesome bottle image, brother. Thank you, Duncan. It is. That is Shiseido's Féminité de Bois. Careful, Rich, soon they'll be telling you it's all in your head. The pain in your feet is all in your head. Who would really like this one? It's the Plum of Femininity and Smoky Leather of Chiamaresque. Thanks for the recommendations. I'm looking them up now, peeps, says Risk Designs. Deluxe Lex. If I own one mall, it would be Iris Poudre. Yes, Iris Poudre. Iris Poudre is nice. It's cool. At least the one I've got's cool. Smells a bit like a grand old dame. Except I am not a grand old dame. As it may or may not have occurred to you. Oh, fuck. I fell out of love with Iris Poudre personally, not sure why. I would love to buy a bottle of Shiseido Féminité du Bois, says Doshan. I'm not too taken on Iris Poudre, says Joe. I didn't get the warning for the stream, says Paroli. Oh no. Grand Duck. Welcome, Miss Marianne. Yes, this is one of the best bottles to feel in the hand. It just feels great. I might wear this for my head massage tomorrow and see what they say. A woman I wonder what she will say. No doubt she will be enraptured by it. It's Fliss! Welcome, Fliss. I asked Fliss if she would come on tonight, but she was sleepy. And so, she is having a sleepy night. We are happy to see Fliss, though. Thank goodness Fliss is here. Hopefully she will keep us company. And Nuge says, last quick comment. Smelled the Superleggera duty-free, unfortunately, in Heathrow. The Sure Nivea Women's Generic Deodorant Spray smelled better, and that is much less. 95% less. Shame on Chanel. It's pretty rubbish. I think it's pretty poor, if I'm being honest. The Superleggera, it's just a burger musk. It's just bergamot and musk. It smells like Dior Sport from 10 years ago. It's really, really bad. All the 19s. Le Fliss. Hey, Fliss, missing the odorants? Yes, everybody is always asking when the odorants are coming back. We want the odorants. I'm listening whilst I make noodles for dinner. Tasty noodles. I had a burger. I had a tasty burger. And it was very nice. I've been telling Fliss she should make content by herself so that we do not have to wait for the odorants. And she can become famous by herself. And it will be a nice outlet for Fliss to speak to the masses. And we will all follow her. Nick N. Scented Moment says, maybe not so much powdery, but brilliant iris fragrance nonetheless. Chanel, La Pausa, Naomi Good says it is Sandra, and Les Abstraits Belle Arme. I was going to say Les Belle Abstraits there. What was going on in my mind? A big powdery one is Insolence EDP, which is violet. Makeup on steroids. Yikes. Superleggera is the bastard child of Allure Homme Sport and Bleu de Chanel, says RN. It's such a cop-out fragrance. Rich, do you dabble in other smelly items like candles, incense, etc., or just fragrances, says Deluxe Lex? Well, I actually found a candle I didn't know I had today, so that was nice. But yes, I do dabble in those things. I dabble in both incense and candles. Many a candle I have had. Here are 4 of my current empties. Here is Geranium Rosa. Here is Nargile. Here is Feu de Lavande. And here is another Feu de Lavande, which is probably my favorite summer candle. You know. Oh God, you're such an enabler, says Fliss. You should branch out by yourself. Be popular. These are just 4 of the candles that I've got to hand. Here's a Dior one. I think this was Bois d'Argent. And then I've got another 2 over here. I've got another Bois d'Argent one, and I've got another Bois d'Argent one. I've had 3 Bois d'Argent candles. I've got 7 empty candles on my... No, this one's a L'Artisan. So I've got 2 empty Bois d'Argent, an empty L'Artisan one, and... So that's 7 I've got there. And I've given loads away. And I think there's one over there as well. Spent loads of money on candles. Love candles, though. Candles are great. It's literally like watching your money go up in smoke, which feels a bit silly, but not to worry. What is going on? Let's put these all back. I need to... Can you sell these? Would anyone buy them? Does anybody want to buy them? You know? Is that possible? Is it a thing? Are you game? Is anyone interested? Are you interested? Is that sillier than spraying cash on your neck? Burning it or spraying it on your skin. Interesting conundrum. An interesting conundrum. Fliss has me stumped. Which one is a better way of wasting your money? Atomizing it or setting fire to it? Let's see what everybody says. Tomo will be fleeting moments. Yes, Fliss can rant all on her own. I will listen. Everyone would listen. Italica by Xerjoff smells synthetic. Everything by Xerjoff smells synthetic. Wow. Hello to all. Sorry I've been so absent recently, says Alan. Kia Trudon do gorgeous candles, says Fliss. Yes, they do. I want the honey one. But then on eBay as they are spendy. Buy them on eBay as they are spendy. A lot of expensive candles, says Pradeep. I think I will wear nothing but Serge Lutens in November. I've never done a theme. I always picked at random. Yes. I dabble in incense, a phrase commonly used at Golden Gate Park, says Jonathan. Sandra Naomi Good says, sounds amazing. Gonna order some testers of those recommendations, I think, says Risk Designs. Yeah, like the Sandra, which I have right here, is absolutely incredible, especially when it's raining. It's not so much powdery, but it's a fabulous perfume. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Elisandra is great. Rich as a wheel is pronounced fouille. Says RN. That not gonna lie to you, mate. That there is not making it any easier. Is that sillier than spraying your cash on your neck? I just added Ocean Oud and a backup bottle of Alhambra Oud, and they are both great, says I Love Love. And hello to man from Portugal, says Alan. If people buy empty perfume bottles, I see no reason why folk wouldn't buy empty candles. Quite. Sebastian talks like that. He does. Dabbing money is the way to go, says Herb. Used candle, $583 on Mercari. People upcycle them as containers for their vanities for the aesthetic, says Lily. I Love Love is a person of oud culture, says Sanded Moments. This guy talking about synthetic when half the shelf is stolen from grandma. Not synthetic. Natural smelling. Not horrible Xerjoff. Horrible Xerjoff. Synthetic, horrible, expensive, overpriced Xerjoff. I'd rather have Feminite Dubois every day of the week. Every day of the week. But it's warm in here. You probably can't tell. You were actually the one that brought that line to my attention, so thank you, says I Love Love. I'd be too afraid to buy a Creed candle nowadays. The quality is probably something that the pound shop would make, says Fragrance Collector. Yes. Got that Narciso Rodriguez only because you told me it was discontinued, Rich. Glad I got it. Truly love it. It's gothic and underrated. It is magnificent, isn't it? It is brilliant. Do you not think it smells a bit like concrete? Like wet concrete. It's not even that it smells like concrete. It just has that vibe. Yeah, it's got like that gothic concrete, like brutalist architecture type of thing. I don't know if you've had brutalism in America. Like poured concrete. It's what it's got, the vibe. Oh, it's magnificent. Like, I'm glad you like it. Naxos apparently the greatest niche fragrance of all time, as per Fragrantica. Oh dear, Fragrantica. What you like? Do like the Narciso bottles, just don't like the perfume, says Joe. It's got a touch of the old Tom Ford about it, hasn't it? Like the 100ml bottles. of the private blend. Rainy day in a bottle. It's been quite warm here the last few days, actually. That was always going to happen, wasn't it, really? I might put all 4 of those candles on what do you call it? eBay. Just put them up for like 60 quid or something for all 4. See what happens. I love the Narciso Rodriguez for her EDT too. Also Gothic, says Dropout. Yeah, I imagine abandoned castles smell like Narciso. Interesting, yes. Hello, Lane. How are you? Congratulations on 3,000 subscribers. Thank you. There's a lot of brutalist architecture in Glasgow. I'm not a fan myself, but people come from all over to see it, says St. Jeannie. There's a lot in Newcastle too. There was a guy who ran the council called T. Dan Smith, and I think a lot of people have never forgiven him. Like, it came to symbolise the poverty in the 70s and the 80s, like, you know, when they were deindustrialising. Like the industrial architecture went up and the jobs left. And it was dreary. It's an oppressive, dreary kind of fucking T. Dan Smith, says Duncan. T. Dan Smith. He was a fucking 4-letter word where I'm from now. People are not happy, like. There's been a lot of work done to basically knock it down. It's what they've had to do because of the amount of concrete and asbestos that went up. You know what I mean? Does the Narciso Rodriguez line stained clothes? Murder's parting lots of pure brutalism, says RN. I'm the only fraghead who loves Naxos and thinks it isn't too sweet, says Duncan. Oh, it's rough. Just get pure Havana, but even pure Havana's a bit much. Like, welcome, Pat Lester. Your scent of the day is Bel Respiro. Have I ever tried it? I have tried it. It's nice. PK says, hello. Your scent of the day is Cartier's Declaration. There's a little suggestion of Eau de Hermes in this. Yes. Fragrance Collector says, tried lurking for a vintage Creed candle on eBay. Oops, couldn't find one. Colt says, have you tried the Juicebox 54 yet? No. Not yet. Good to hear your voice, Rich, says Manginosus. Thank you. Welcome. So there is Fischersund. Number 54. Rich, yes, it was exactly the same in Glasgow. It's a bit of a downer. Yes. Yes, it is good to hear his voice, says Dropout. Yes. Architecture should be inspired by nature, in my opinion, says Herb. Berlin is brutalist as hell, says Pradeep. Naxos is heavenly in hot weather. Smells like angel farts. Oof. Declaration is fab, says Fliss. I think I had a vintage bottle. Have I got a bottle knocking about? I think I gave it away. Yes, Pradeep, I saw some of that when I was there years ago, says Sant Genie. Zhao says, meanwhile, I've been using my sample of Jubilation 40 and I'm starting to enjoy it. It's not Jubilation 25, more intensified, but a scent alone, it's nice. That charming man says, scent of the day, Oriental Velours again. That's what I'm wearing today. That is what I am wearing today. And it's fabulous. It's brilliant. Love it. Eau de Ombre leather is dreadful. I agree, actually, probably. It's terrible. Funny watching people being wishy-washy and coping. Yes, there's a lot of copium being smoked. It's awful, like. It's really, really bad. The vanilla note in there is really, really beige. It's really, really vanilla, if you will. It's really poor. I hate that kind of look of expectancy and slight excitement while the fragrance salesperson sitting there waiting for you to to see if you like it. And since I know it, I can just look at dead in the eye and say shite. She couldn't believe it when I liked Black Lacquer, which is awesome, to be fair, you know. Black Lacquer is really nice, but just get ink by Acro, you know. Rich, what's your opinion on Ettore Bugatti? I don't know if I've smelled Bugatti. Unless you mean the man. Did you? I didn't like Mito at all. Something rubbed me the wrong way in the Wild Extra. Under is one of my top 3 perfumes, but you have to like Jetty plus honey. It's really good though, says Herb. Herb, I like Jetty, and Jetty inspired works. Herb says, I'd recommend Onder Extra of Voile de Extra, as the EDP is very rotting fruit. You'll like Onder though. Yeah, the Voile is the one I'm looking at, says DJ. I'm dangerously close to buying a made in the UK Gucci Guilty Absolute, says Paroli. Huh? Dun dun dun. I didn't know Nasamato had such a large following. Couple I smelled was so abrasive. They're not very good, I don't think. I liked Black Afghano for a while, and then it was just like 30 mil. Like if you were getting like 100 or even 75 mil for the price, it might be worth it, but otherwise it's not. You know what I mean? It's just not. I could barely smell Black Lacquer on paper, says EC. Very strange. I got good performance out of it. I got a sample as well. I think it's quite nice. It's good fragrance, actually. Ink has that Batcave jasmine. Yuck, says Pradeep. Not going to lie, Rich, your fragrance collection is unique compared to anyone else. 10 out of 10, says Fragrance Collector. Thank you, Fragrance Collector. I just buy what I want to wear, buy what I love and what I want to wear. I've actually improved the collection by selling a lot of things off. That's something you can do when you've been collecting for a while. That'll be interesting. Don't buy a made in the UK. Gucci Guilty Absolute. They are fake, says Tim. What? Is that true, Tim? That's outrageous. How do you know? You can talk to Paroli in the Discord, actually. Nasamato guy feels like he's trying so hard to be this other Italian perfumer, says DJ. But fails so badly. Xiao says, about Amber Intrigue, an amber spicy fragrance with notes of amber, cinnamon, dates, vetiver, sandalwood, olibanum, and labdanum. I'm intrigued to smell it, actually, would you believe? I have Black Afghan. I got it at TJ Maxx. One spray works well as a layer fragrance, says Duncan. Duncan started layering. Divine says, hey, Rich, I just analysed the entire Thomas de Monaco Capital raise in Discord. If you're ever interested in it, I am interested in it. I don't know whether to talk about it on stream now and read it for the first time, because I'm not sure what insight I'll be able to offer it. If you give us a second, I'll go and have a look. What channel did you put it in on the Discord? In theory, it seems to be heavily inspired by Ambre Narguilé, says Zhao. I have that. I was thinking about wearing it today, actually, but it was a bit warm, you know. Black Afghano and Taste is the bee's knees. Yes. And Taste is the bee's knees. It's in discussion. Thank you, Divine. Let me give us a minute. I'll catch up with the chat. Paroli says, they are not fake. Production started in the UK, then moved to Spain after a couple of months. Omar says, hello, Rich Mitch, and hello, everyone. Scent of the day. A scent of the full week is Vetavatanga. I hope you're all having a happy day. I hope you're having a happy day. Thank you, and welcome. How are you? Lex says, I'm also improving my collection by getting rid of a ton of less interesting or redundant things. It's good to go through the purging exercise once in a while. I agree. Binge and purge, binge and purge. Auto Paresi, for those whose nose has been damaged from all the glue sniffing and balloons, says DJ. Prody says, Filippo Sorcinelli is releasing a Pennywise clown perfume. No doubt. No doubt in my mind that Filippo Sorcinelli's doing that. Probably with a dildo up its bum. A clown with a dildo up its bum. No doubt. Apparently P. Diddy got caught with over 1,000... Well, no, it was like 784 dildos and 1,000 bottles of lube. What the fuck? Hello, Demand Cologne. How are you? I hope you are well. Let us check discussion. Discussion. Thomas de Monaco is raising equity. So if you look there, you see Thomas de Monaco already has 150,000 Swiss francs they got from existing investors. Convertible bond was converted. I will show you that later. They are looking to enter the Far East next year, but I doubt that's what they're raising for. Why invest in Thomas de Monaco? In just 2 years, Thomas de Monaco has established a presence in 21 countries and over 100 stores. The brand targets a revenue of Swiss francs 650,000 in 2024 and 1 million Swiss francs in 2025, representing a growth rate of over 66%. We aim to achieve break-even by 2026. They are currently losing money, predictable, but expect to break even within the next 5 quarters. Now, for those of you who are not in the world of finance, equity investing means you are purchasing stock equity in the company in exchange for cash. That cash is in most cases invested in the company. So let's look at valuation. First thing to highlight, as I told you guys before, pre-existing convertible bonds worth 150,000 Swiss francs were converted alongside this capital raise. So they got 150,000 from an existing investor. This convertible bond likely had a fixed price. They got 150,000 for 7,058 shares, which is a share price of 21.25 Swiss francs. The company is selling shares at an issue price of 25 Swiss francs, so anybody participating in this is getting it at a slightly worse price. The max number of new shares is fixed. They have preemptive issuing rights for over 35,555 shares, which at Swiss francs 25 allows them to raise 888,875 Swiss francs. Why wasn't it 888,888? Not to worry. But they are retaining headroom by allowing investors for the convertible bonds to only get a max of 800,000 per investor, max of 98,000 Swiss francs. Key details. They are looking to raise 600,000 Swiss francs in exchange for 24,000 shares. The existing number of shares outstanding is 100,000. The final shares outstanding as part of the transaction would increase to 131,000. This would value Thomas de Monaco as a brand at 3.3 million Swiss francs. Any additional Thomas de Monaco would have managed to sell would increase the equity value pro rata by 25 Swiss francs per stock. Sold. Thomas de Monaco also value themselves at 2.5 million prior to the capital raise, and I believe this is the reason why they are issuing at that share price. Quite interesting to learn more about this. Fascinating information. Just to highlight, Thomas de Monaco's revenue was basically flat from 2022 to 2023 at 340,000 Swiss francs. So they don't even appear to be growing as a company. Do you think they will actually be worth money, though? Do you think they're actually capable of, like, increasing their ability to... Like, basically, is it worth buying them? I mean, I'm not going to either way. Where are we? Nice Omar, really proud of you. I like the Unum line. Yeah, the Unum line's really good. Is Thomas de Monaco the one who got popular by sending raw gold to every influencer? Yes, it appears to be their business model. What's with the trio of Gardoni, Gualtieri, and Sorcinelli? They're all Italian perfumers, and they're all weird. I mean, Sorcinelli probably does the two of them two by himself, like literally and figuratively, you know. Do not Google what a P. Diddy freakout is. I mean, I know exactly what a P. Diddy freakout is. I don't want to go back over it. Zhao says, I actually really like Thomas de Monaco fragrances. Send bottles to Zhao. Tim Wilcox says, there is no commercial perfume production in the UK. I looked into this when a Thai bloke compared Gucci Guilty Absolute Spain with a made in UK bottle, which was visibly surprised to find was feeble. Yes, it even has a red fluff ball. I'm wearing vintage Trussardi Uomo and there's no sardine smell in it, says Doshan. Fliss says, this talk of Thomas de Monaco is as useful as that dude that accused me of taking it up the bum last time I did a live stream with you. Who was that person? I've never seen him before or since. Well, I wouldn't say him since it got blocked. Who was that person? Welcome, Bel Air. You are wearing Gucci Rush. I bought a bottle of that and I had to send it back because it had no smell. Duncan, did I get a fake bottle? Oh no, says Dushan. Divine's about to be a billionaire and can buy us all bottles of our choice. Yes, yes, yes. Have you been buying stock, Divine? You got a spoiled bottles, you can. Dushan. Fragrance One brand needs to be stopped. I thought it had stopped itself a while ago. Thomas de Monaco's sending freebies. That's a shame. I've been spending my own money on their fragrances for nothing, says Zhao. Oh no. Justice for Zhao. Get them to send you a refund. Get them to reimburse you for all the money you've spent on the fragrances. I don't think I've smelled anything by Thomas de Monaco. I might have. It's hard to keep up at this point. It is hard to keep up at this point. Oh, I posted something funny, says Divine. What did you post? Oh no. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. But fortunately, I'm pressing them in the right order. Stupid, I not see the whip on an income statement. My German stinks, maybe I'm misinterpreting. Well, various reasons why they are raising. Look here for why they are allocating capital. They are not a public company. This is an income statement for a company that appears to be reporting in a format that isn't used by public companies. It's through strategically aligned campaigns. Yes, yes, yes. Ask people on Instagram so much for strategically. I got my raw gold PR and I think they want to send me one more because we spoke earlier that year. I see. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Influencer marketing is cheap. Cheap and nasty brands using cheap and nasty marketing. There's no easier way to put me off trying a perfume than influencers talking about it. Once you've got that reputation, you're absolutely fucked. But actually, their fragrances are good quality to me, at least, says Zhao. I'm going to ask for free raw gold, incense suave, and whatever the new Zerjoff is, says Pradeep. Have you got huge breasts? If not, there's no point. I feel bad for the younger peeps getting into fragrance and getting gaslit into thinking Juicebox and Bond is good. Fucking Bond. At the risk of having my channel removed from my fucking hands, Bond No. 9 are the worst niche brand in the world, or they certainly were. To be fair, it's a pretty low bar at the minute. No, it's a high bar for being shit. But they're fucking terrible. They're bad perfumes. They're really, really bad perfumes. Rich, have you tried Centaurus? Not yet. Not that I'm aware of, no. Dolce & Gabbana and Gucci have made perfume in the UK until around 2017, says Paroli. Rich, can you waste a spray of Balenciaga Pour Homme in the air? Do it for the homies. Pour Hommes. For the Pour Hommes, I will. I'll do exactly that, since you ask. Since it's you, Duncan. I don't think anybody else would get this. There's two. My God. One for Duncan, one for the chat. Oh, you motherfucker. That is so good. That is unfeasibly high-end perfume. That is outrageously good stuff. Oh my God. It's got that outrageous dank fruitiness. Oh. I feel like I'm hulking up. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah. What's the other one? You know, like Popeye with his spinach. I feel my arms growing, you know? Mind you, I did have a steroid injection a couple of weeks ago. That could fucking help. Oh, wow, that's potent stuff, my God. Oh, imagine if they made a candle of that. You'd never hear from us again. I mean, mother would have to get the fucking police to come out and kick me door in. Like, I haven't heard from him for days. I'd just be sat there, stoned out my mind on fucking Balenciaga pour on. That's an interesting thing, actually. I wonder if you could smoke it. I absolutely would. Mitsuko is a winner. Mitsuko is a high-end perfume. What do you think of 70s Mitsuko X-Ray? Says Jonah Whip. Well, Jonah Whip, welcome, by the way. Thank you for coming. It's pretty phenomenal. Like, it's a really, really, really high-end perfume. I don't know if it's something that I would wear, simply because I don't really wear that kind of thing. But it's brilliant. Hundreds of free bottles, says DJ. Yesterday I smelled almost all used testers of modern D&G pour on, and it smelled of tobacco from the atomizer. Interesting. The really, really latest batch of D&G pour on is brilliant. It's really good. Probably the best stuff they've had since they actually released it in the first place. Like, there's a lot of private investment firms in the shadows of fragrance because the markups are massive. Remember Matcha Premier or whatever that dog shit brand is? Really, really bad. You haven't heard a word. Somebody raised this point the other day, and it's a brilliant point. You have not heard a peep about their new X-Ray line because they haven't sent them to fucking influencers, right? So they're not into perfume. They're into being paid. Now, we're all into being paid, but I'm a fucking hobbyist. I like to talk about things I like. And if I don't like it, I'll say it's shite and move on. Except some things that I think are shite and I don't move on from. You don't want taken off air, says Sanjani. Mitsuko is a winner. Drop it. I think it's better than it was at one point. They do seem to have sorted it. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good. Rich, do you prefer Balenciaga pour on to Patu pour on? Yes, massively. It's my favourite fragrance, Balenciaga pour on. Balenciaga is niche before niche was a thing. Yes, there was no... It's better than most niche perfumes now. In fact, all niche perfumes now. If Balenciaga in that form was released today, you would be paying the best part of 1,000 quid, and people would be going fucking spare for it because it's got everything. It's rich, it's sweet, but it's not like Baccarat sweet. It's strong. It's got a masculine edge to it. It's also soft and smooth. Oh, it's so good. 6 inches added in every dimension, says Pradeep. I need to lose some dimensions, me. Too thick. DJ says Born to be Wank is a good example brand. Appeared out of nowhere and spread like chlamydia at a P. Diddy party with how much money they dumped in the influencer marketing. Born to be Wank. I'm in Mendito Rossa now. Amazing fragrances, says Ricardo. This reaction could compete with Jeremy Fragrance. The flappers used to smoke Habanita. It was made to dip the end of your candles in at parties. Yes. That's true. I mean, it's not as good as the Euro Italia dropout, but better than it was. Mama Duck is more dangerous than Sun Duck. Yes. Rich, you're going to have a shamanic journey snorting Balenciaga pour on, meeting your spirit animal, which of course is a duck. Yes, absolutely. The only Bond I tried so far is Coney Island, and I didn't like it at all. Curiously, it was the first niche perfume I heard of. Around 2011 in YouTube, says Omar. I can't imagine that went well, says Joe. Well, it's still in production, says Bliss. Habanita is such a burlesque fragrance, says Ricardo. Burlesque? The OG version is made in the UK. There is a slight difference. You can search Gucci Guilty Absolute made in the UK. You'll find plenty of info and comparisons, says Pirelli. Really need to try Habanita. Chuck Norris and Nolan Ryan both have ranches in Texas. Greatness gathers together. Now you live in Texas as well. Hopefully some will rub off upon you. Don't rub off on Chuck Norris, though. You probably break your legs. I like a couple of Matcha Premier, as we know, says Xiao. And I tried bypassing Ensemble Suave and Rose Extra, and they smelled exactly the same as the EDP. Do you know, I don't know if it was you that said that on the last stream, but I have heard that as well. They smell exactly the same. Apparently, they're exactly the same. I tried the Dior Esprit de Parfums. Was it last week or the week before? Shite. They've put Jarvanol, I think, in Amber and Away, and it's fucking awful. Born to stand out. Oh. They're crooking us nowadays, says Vic. Yes, they are. I need to lose 3 stone, says Lily, which is just a lie. I think Lily might be developing some kind of eating disorder. I've never smelled Balenciaga Pour Homme, says DJ. That's a crime. I'll have to send you some. We'll sort that out, toot sweet, mate. Fear not. Sebastian gets entire collections to feature, usually with a young companion, says Pradeep. And we will never will, DJ. Rich has bought it all, says Jeannie. I did hold out, actually. I did hold out. Anuj got some, and he offered us it, and I said, no, somebody, it's time other people got to smell it, you know? I've got enough these days. Hatman, the shill. When I was at Pity last year, Born to Stand Out had the biggest section tailor-made to appear to influencers. Ooh! The Esprit de Poison, the Esprit de Parfum Poison by Dior is fantastico. It's a generally great fragrance, Poison, isn't it, really? You think that man is having freakouts with the companion, says DJ. Is Sebastian having freakouts in his perfume haul? Oh God. I actually think Sebastian's one of the best, to be fair. I can't hate Sebastian. He's been around for fucking well over a decade, and he clearly loves his perfumes, you know. It's strange that he's got young lads appearing with him all of a sudden. I don't know, maybe he is gay and he just doesn't want to talk about it, you know? He can crack on. He can be as gay as he fucking likes with his perfume collection, though. You know what I mean? That's his fucking perfume collection. It's some fucking collection, like. Oof. It's, he can't be touched for his perfume collection. I think it could be the best. I mean, apart from mine. Lol. I literally wouldn't swap my collection for anybody's in the entire world. Because I think there's perfumes in here that you wouldn't. I think there's perfumes in here that you couldn't replace, like. That I couldn't replace anyway. Actually, no. I'll tell you who's got the best collection in the world. It's Roger Dove. I think Roger Dove's probably got the best personal perfume collection. Not his perfumes, like the perfumes he sells. They're all just girl-ons anyway. But his personal vintage collection is fucking outrageous. He has got some, and he's given them to the Victoria and Albert Museum when he dies, which is extremely fair of him. But fuck me dead. Seabass is cool. I think I'll go smell his juices next time he goes to France. Says Duncan. The best is Lanier Smith. Lanier Smith is a legend. 4 mil, says St. Jeannie. Welcome, Interference. How are you doing? I hope we're all gay over our collections. Yes, ragingly so. Absolutely. Very gay for my own collection. It's a sensational fucking collection. I should never have sprayed that Balenciaga twice. Good grief. Absolutely love my collection. It's sensational, like. Friends, it's that time of the stream again. If you would like to like the stream, please do. Feel free. Everybody's free to like the stream. You know? I can't hate on Sebastian either. He literally doesn't need YouTube to live. Yes, he definitely does it out of like passion. There's no doubt in my mind. He's not doing it to make money. He might make money. He might make a shit ton of money, but I can't hate on him. You know, I think he's definitely a lover of perfume. You know, I haven't watched many of his videos recently. Actually, he talks about a lot of stuff that I'm not really that arsed about. Like, if I'm honest. I can't imagine 5,000 plus perfume bottles. Jeez, it would just weigh on us. It would just fucking weigh on us, like, you know what I mean? It would just, like, I'd be worried about all the juice that I'm not wearing. I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. You know. Good night, Fliss. Goodbye. Thank you for coming, and thank you for watching. Soon we will have Fliss on, and we will talk about perfumes. And she will promote her latest perfume adventure, which will be her own personal YouTube channel, which will be fun. I just need to get her to set it up first. His video of Oud Isfahan with Lanier is so hilarious. I think it's a great video, actually. I really like it. They were like outraged by the plight of Oud Isfahan, the current plight of Oud Isfahan, compared to later batches, and this was 10 years ago. And then they tried Oud Palau, and they were like, "Yeah, this is what Oud Isfahan used to smell like." Roger would put your shelf to shame on all levels. I agree. He's vintage. His vintage offerings. If you're talking about his vintage stuff, like the stuff he's got from Guerlain and Chanel and all that other stuff, absolutely, it would put my collection to shame on every single level. If you're talking about the perfumes that he's released as a brand, no, absolutely not. Not even close. I've definitely eaten some of that Balenciaga Pour Homme, you know. Definitely. Roger stole perfumes from Guerlain, says Dushan. Seabass answers my text. I respect that, says Duncan. Yes, he does. He talks to people. He does talk to people in the chat for a while, and then obviously, I mean, with the amount of subscribers he's got, he obviously can't, like, he obviously can't just, like, respond to every comment like I do. There's going to come a point in my, there's going to come a point in, like, if my channel keeps growing where I can't answer everybody. I think it comes to everyone, that. I bet Roger doesn't know about Balenciaga Pour Homme. I bet you he does. I bet you he does. The perfumes are all reformulated. Roger has first versions from the 20s. He does have first versions from the 20s, to be fair to him, but I don't have many perfumes that are from that age, to be honest. A lot of my perfumes are first editions from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, a few from the 70s. One or two from the 60s, maybe. Cuir de Russie was obviously released in the 20s, but I've got an 80s bottle of that, which is pretty good. It was the first time it returned under Jacques Polge. It's a good stream, a good gay stream, says Dropout. I recently tried Balenciaga, wasn't a fan, says Jared Wilson. Good grief. What do we have here? I mean, the bottles are used in his consulting business, says DJ. Roger putting Rich to shame again. Shake my head, says Divine. Good night, Flace. Everyone's saying good night, Flace. Good night, Flace. He loves his gourmands and patchouli, agree or disagree. Genuinely loves those. But he likes what he likes. Which is good. He doesn't try and, like, pander to other people and stuff like that. You know? I'm running out of room already, says Tim. I wonder where I can try that vintage Encre Noir, says Duncan. Is it better than the Extreme? Yes, I think they're different perfumes, actually, but I do like Encre Noir. Fuck knows how old this bottle is. Jesus. 100567D16. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Wow. Oof is the word I'm looking for. Oof. Roger probably doesn't. He has very pedestrian taste. Roger showed some of his collection at the Fragrance Foundation, says Jonah Whip. And I saw that. And that is what I was actually talking about. Is Maxim's Pour Homme any good? Brandon loves it. Yeah, it's all right. I'm not going out of my way to get it, though. Your collection is your memories, your path, so no shame here. Fuck the bird. Ooh, what's this? Sorry, a new PBS Space-Time video was dropped, and I'm a fan. Jeremy Fragrance used to answer my text for probably all that awesome stuff. It's called Maxine's as a dark, dead flower scent, says famous YouTuber. Hey Rich, is it worth buying Creed Green Valley at its price point? Nope. Not even close. I get Chai One Prash. Chai One Prash from Balenciaga Pour Homme. What is that? Is it some kind of incense? Oof. Maxim's a bit like Zeno, but darker. Zeno might be better, says Duncan. I'm trying to think what I should wear tomorrow. I'm going to get an Indian head massage. Maybe I'll wear Bel Arm. Something that's not going to spook the lady or choke her out. Or Vetiver Tonka. La taleur exquise. I haven't worn this yet. I think I will at some point. Oh. Ask the Indian bloke for Chai One Prash. I am not going to do that in case it means some kind of punch in the face. Indie Men Head Massage. Is that like some kind of collect call? We don't have them over here. You're getting head from an Indian? No. What is an Indian head massage? Is it the one they smack your head? What's the benefit? It's not the one where they smack your head. They're just going to rub my head. So they're just going to rub my head and try and help me deal with this agitation I've got. I need a foot massage as well, but you know, I want to break it. I want to break in gently. I remember when Eugene visited Portugal and he was able to see a large collection of perfume bottles. It probably better than Roger's collection. Well, I don't know. That kind of went a different way when the camera stopped rolling. What is an Indian head massage? Which head? Ooh. Laura G says, guess who it is? I think it's Baymax. I think it's the cat. I smack your head with a cobra, says Dushan. It's me, says Laura G. Oh, I thought it was Baymax. I hope the person does not have chili chicken before your massage, says Pradeep. Eugene nearly got P. Diddy'd, unironically. No, genuinely, no, he did. He was... That man meant business, you know. Baymax is having his dinner in the kitchen. That is where he's supposed to have his dinner. No doubt he is feasting. Bring some Diddy baby oil with you. I will not. I hope she doesn't use anything on me, you know, any kind of like goos and stuff like that. I'm not really up for goo. Laura J says, hello, I am good. How is everyone? Are you having an early night because of how busy it is at work? They have to use oil. Not on my head, they can't. Don't use oil on my head. Daybreakers or on the Hulu channel. Best vampire movie. We will never hear from Richard again after the ask for the Chaya Wan Prash. Ah, fuck, am I going to Google this or what? They will have oil or lotion on their hands. No, I do not want this. There will not be painful friction on my head. I have a bald head. A red hair Indian massage promotes hair growth. Beware, Rich. That would be fun. No. Chaya Wan Prash looks tasty. I will say to the woman, no. No hair. No head. And I will say, do not do this to me. My head is already shiny. They will have oil or lotion on their hands. Open the door from the kitchen and let our lovely Rich in, says Dushan. That's what it is. There will be friction without the lotion. It will be non-negotiable. That's why I said sports massage, says Laura J. No. I wonder what Diddy will do at 3 a.m. Not much, he's in jail. Drop out says you'll be fine. I have to drop off now, says Sanjini. Have a good evening and thanks all. Thanks, Rich, for the stream. Enjoy your massage tomorrow. I will try, but Laura Gardner's trying to scare me. I will say to the woman, no head. No. Stop. I am not making a mistake, Laura G. You are scaring me. Chaya Wan Prash helps immunity and smells like Balenciaga pour homme. Ooh. Pradeep, you're saying all the right things. I cannot have a sports massage on my head. It will not work. She might mistake bald massage for ball massage. No. Is a Balenciaga pour homme review on its way, Pradeep, says Carl. You are, if you will say no to all lotion and oil. I will. On my head, it will be fine. I have nice, good skin on my head. And the lady will have to just be nice. I'm already spooked by going to Saya. I don't know where it is. It's at 4 Lane Ends. Where is it? Where is it? 4-lane ends. Where's that? No, I do not wish to. I just want to know where it is, man. It's in NE7. That's my house. It's 33 minutes away. That's a lot. Whereabouts are you? God, it's near Benton. Oh my, it's quite a distance. Is it on the... Oh no. We'll just let the car take us there tomorrow. Call Pradeep to translate. I wonder what Robes thinks of all the vintage stuff Ramsey sent him. We'll sharp find out. Duncan says lost 10 pounds in 40 days by halving beer consumption. No diet. Nice. A lot of calories in beer. They try to trick you. Is it Iris Sandra in your top 10 Iris sense? Yes. Maybe you should have started with just a back massage. I didn't want to take my clothes off. That's why I'm getting a head massage. Like, I was going to one place, right? I made an appointment at one place, and I was like, oh, can I come for, like, a massage and that? And I was like, I just want a head and foot massage. And she was like, oh, yeah, no problem. I was like, do I need to wear anything in particular? She was like, no, you just come in and, like, take all your clothes off and lie there. And I was like, I want me head and me feet done. The fuck you talking about? I'm pretty sure that was a fucking brothel, like. So, no. I'm not going there. I don't pay for strange. That Shiseido kind of reminds me of the Halston original balls. I'm off to the dentist in the morning. I'd rather be going for a head massage, says Tim Wilcox. What's wrong with your teeth? What is your favourite fragrance note, says Fragrance Collector? What is my favourite fragrance note? Oh, that is not easy. It changes quite a lot, actually. I like iris. I like rose. I like tobacco. I like patchouli, leather, smoke, myrrh. Zhao was right. I really went through a big myrrh stage last year. Robes will be live again in a few days with a gentleman's journey, says Ricardo. That's right. Chad is going on live to OG Canadian reviewers. I find it relaxing to go to the dentist. It's probably the most intimate experience I can get with a beautiful woman, says Lane. My wife got me a massage for my birthday. I refused the happy ending. Seemed like a setup. Probably was. I have a couple of minutes to say hi, compadres. Centre of the day is the terrific Timbuktu, says Tripler. Welcome. Oak moss. Yes, oak moss is one of my favourite notes. You know? Oh my God, Dior, get your complimentary Dior hand massage. Oh my God. Dior are giving hand massages. How topical. My God, Dior offering hand massage. I don't want a hand massage. I've already paid for the massage as well, so I've kind of got to go, you know? Get your Turkish hammam massage. Hairy men slapping and scratching your back. No. Well, good with luck with that, Tim. Problem is tough when you have to have one pulled. Oat moss makes me sneeze. That's how I know it's good and real. Cheers, Duncan. Drop that this so you can spray more. Yeah. I've got really sore feet at the minute. Can't be dealing with more sore hoof. I'll be going for a foot massage next time. She did say, I don't advise a foot massage while you've got pain in your feet. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? She was like, because it might hurt. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? You know? Like, that's what I need it for. Can you not just softly rub my feet? You know? I wonder if it would tickle. I have Bogart, vintage Bogart, and I feel the oak moss in it is so very strong. Yes. Yes, Bogart was a big proponent of the old oak moss, like. Let's see what's going on here. Rich, are you familiar with any of the Farmacia Annunziata frogs? Look mighty interesting and good price. No, I'm not. Never heard of them. Brian says, did I just walk into a virtual foot massage? I'm getting a real one tomorrow. Hopefully. Well, no, I am. No, I'm not, actually. I've just told a complete lie. I'm not getting a foot massage. I'm getting a head massage. Triplet, I can rent you Tobacco d'Autore from that house. Fosco, how are you? You are wearing derby today. Fantastic. Fantastique. Waiting for it to cool down a little bit before I wear the old derby, like. Dushan, Eddie Rabbit, I love a rainy night. Give it a listen, great song. I know that song. It's tremendous. Trusardi is immense, Dushan. Enjoy the clouds, says Tripler. Oh, welcome, Mikey. Making sense. Sup? How you doing? Listening in the background while at work. Hello. And hello, Mikey's work. I just found 30 mil of Ambra Nera from them. Highly lauded and discontinued, says Tripler. Ooh. That's the way we want it, isn't it? Head massage, in other words, a happy ending. Actually, no. It's not what I want at all. I actually want to chill out. I need to chill. I've got agitation. And I need to de-agitate myself, and I'm hoping a head massage will help. I've agitated myself to the point where I've developed some kind of tic in my feet where I like scrunch up my feet and like I wiggle my toes all the time, and I've been doing it for so long that I've given myself tendonitis in my feet. Do you know what I mean? And it's fucking killing us. It's absolutely killing us. It's so painful. So I had to go and see the doctor today. I was like, help? And he was like, okay. And basically didn't help at all. And so I am going to have a head massage to see if it helps the agitation. Because I don't particularly want to take any fucking drugs to help the agitation. You know? Come from the land of ice and snow, hammer of the gods, sailed our ship from Mordor, says Duncan. What fragrance are you wearing to your massage tomorrow, says Lane. Well, this is what I'm pondering at the minute, isn't it? This is what I'm pondering. Fragrance Collector says, it needs to get cold over here in Chicago. Since I live in America, I want to bust out my fall and winter fragrance collection. I busted mine out on the 1st of September, as I do every year. And I am enjoying it. We will be having the autumn equinox on Saturday. So the days will then become shorter than the nights. And at that point, it will start to get cold rapidly. Is that because of agitation? Interesting. Yeah, that's because I don't know I'm doing it. I literally don't know. I catch myself doing it all the time and trying to stop. Oh, it hurts so much. It's really strange. "10 years gone, best Zeppelin song," says Jared. It's like, it's a cross between agitation and anxiety, it's all in that kind of realm of stuff, you know? Same as clenching your jaw. I don't know if you do that, Carl. Wear the night. Oh, fuck, can you imagine? You need to meditate and regulate your system from the inside. You do too. Fragrance Collector says, bro, it's 87 degrees over here. I don't know what that means. What's that temperature in real money? Dushan, is Tobacco d'Auteur still being made? Annunziata does a dueling fragrance. Annunziata does a dueling lavender called Spigo that has me salivating. Italian colognes excite me. I like Italian perfume, I do. But I still advocate for the self-care too. Recently tried Bugler Phantasm. Not bad, a dumb reach for the cold. Shocking. I couldn't stand it. I thought it was all right. This is the thing with first impressions, isn't it, you know? Like, you capture your very first impressions of a perfume. And then, since I make a video on the very first impressions, you know, things change. But they're of, like, limited usefulness of first impressions. But the thing is that they are still useful because everybody has a first impression. And it kind of highlights what fragrances do, the way they're built these days. Clenching your jaw, you mean mewing? Not mewing. I don't know what mewing is. I thought mewing was something that cats did. No, clenching your jaw, you know, where you grind your teeth together. I was listening to Locomotive Breath, Jethro Tull yesterday, says Duncan. 30 Celsius. Wow, that's hot. That is hot for September, isn't it? Okay. I'll be back in a minute, friends. I'm going to dehydrate. Please like the stream, if you wish, when I am away. But I will be back soon, my friends. I'll be back soon. You know? Hello. How are you? What is going on? Back to work. See you later, Tripler. Fragrance profile. Is it really 10? Schlonghammer. Welcome. Effectively, no. Oh my god. Rich, you have to try Dorian's Fougere from Darren Allen. So far, my favourite discovery of the year. I have not. Magnesium is good for the chew thing. I wonder why. Welcome fragrance profile. She always shows up when I'm chatting. Tim says, Smell on the Water, the same tune as the girl from Ipanema. Effectively, no, Duncan. Love Anya, well, I guess he is gone. I am back. Bunch is a great vintage band. Is it really 10? Is what 10? 0.2? What? Stick's always coming out of the woodwork, says Lily. Back to work, take care, lads and lilies. Goes hard with that Asian persuasion. I love rock, blues, jazz, and classical music on top of all my lists. I also went to dehydrate with Bluetooth earbuds and one almost fell off. Tricky thing, you didn't know what to hold first, the bud or the bud. Wear Corda Oud to the massage. I would do, but I haven't got it. It's not here. Tim says I'm off to find painkillers and go to bed. Good night, all. Take painkillers before you go to the dentist. It's best to take them before you go. A pain surgeon told me that. Take painkillers before you go to the operating theatre. Mikey Cole, welcome. Oh, I might wear vintage Fahrenheit. Some shaving a mustache as well, you know. I just wear double denim. Oh, these lids are so cheap. They're so cheap. The vintage lid, even the vintage atomizer shit. Oh my god. It's so bad. How poor. Vintage bottles are so much better, aren't they? They're so much more interesting than today's bottles. Today's bottles are crap. Everybody thinks that bottles are amazing, but they're not. They're crap. It's fucking shite. Look at Serge Luton over here. I wore amber. No, I didn't. I wore Shergy this week. I didn't wear it. Oh, Andrew Sultan's so fucking good. Oh my god. Hope Legend de Madabla do a Queer de Oud or something next. Queer de Oud. They've already done a leather, which is Queer de Sheen, although it's not very leathery. And they've already done an oud. I can't see them doing it again. I can't see them doing either of those again. I'd like to see them do... I kind of feel like Les Indomitable is a brand that is there to show off the materials. You know? Like, that's what I'm coming to. The last few releases have kind of shaken my faith in Les Indomitable a little bit. You know? Or maybe I was always wrong. You know? Maybe I always thought they were better than they actually are. But I really like them, you know. I've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will have 9 soon. That dude jizzed. Who? What? Who jizzed? I hope they make a full-on leather or a fougere next, says Paroli. Well, I didn't see the orange blossom coming, so I imagine they're going to do something that we just have no concept of coming next. You know what I mean? I'd like to see them do an incense. Actually, I'd like to see them do a fat incense perfume. They've done a myrrh, which was Oriental Velour. But I'd like to see them do like an olibanum or a frankincense kind of thing. You know what I mean? Something like that. I just ordered a 10ml decant of Green Irish Tweed from 2015, says Dushan. Eugene will do a leather for sure next, says Carl. Are you sure about that, Carl? I think I like Gypsy Woman more, though. I packed Major Bush, says Duncan. Whoa. Hairy Bush. Still looking for an 86 bottle of Antaeus. Why 86? Carl, why are you certain that he's going to drop a leather next? Why do you think he's going to drop a leather? Perfume ASMR. Oh. Did you wind up pre-ordering their oud fragrance? Eugene got a decanter that decided not to sell decants. Yes, I pre-ordered it blind, bought it blind, which I think is quite bad actually, because they could have at least made it a bit cheaper for people who blind bought it before all the reviews came out, because when you're spending that kind of money on a fragrance, you shouldn't have to buy it blind. You know? You shouldn't have to buy it blind. I think you should be able to sample things before you buy them. Now, I'm not saying that I do that all the time. In fact, as I have shown with this release, I have not done I have not done that at all times, because I blind bought this, but I would never recommend doing it to somebody else, because it's very easy to spend other people's money, you know. And I just think when you're paying, what, 840 euros, 840 pounds for 100 ml, you should be able to smell it first and decide whether you actually like it. Like, this could go very wrong for them if enough people don't like it. And we've already had a couple of people on my Discord saying things. Well, no, one person in particular saying that she got her bottle and she was unimpressed and she thinks she's going to sell it. If that goes pear-shaped for them, which it could easily do, right? They could absolutely fuck all the goodwill from people that they've got over the years. It's like they say about reputations, isn't it? It takes years to build one and seconds to destroy it. Putting people in a position where they have to blind buy something that costs that much money and basing it on your reputation, you can't be surprised or you can't complain when a lot of people turn around and say, well, fuck you, because I didn't think that was up to scratch for the money, especially for the money. So we wait to see what the reaction is. I've done a couple of videos on it. But I wait to see what the wider reaction is. I actually sent the sample to Houdini. And He said he wouldn't be buying it. And it's like, well, yeah, you're not buying any perfume at the minute. He was like, even if I was, I wouldn't buy it. Now, that's not to say that he didn't like it. But the perfumes are expensive anyway. I don't know how many bottles they sold. I don't know how many bottles came up as pre-sale, but I know that it's still in stock on the website. So they ain't sold 500 bottles yet. And 500 bottles isn't that much. It's a lot, but it's not that much. You know? It ain't that much. I don't know if any of you saw the video they put out on Instagram. 3 people sent me it. Pradeep, Fliss, and somebody else. And it was a video of, I think he's called Jean-Philippe or just Philippe. And he is their like head chemist. And he showed the piece of oud. So he was like, we've got this piece of oud. He was like, and then we do this distillation, right? Where we obviously distill it with the ultrasound, and it turned into like, it looked like black goo. You know, it was really dark, thick, syrupy, what you expect oud to be. And then he was like, then we fractionally distilled it, and it came up, and it looked like milk. It looked like it was white. And I was like, what the fuck? I'd never seen that before. And he was like, it still stinks massively, but this is what we took. This is what we took and used in the perfume. And I was like, what? Just makes you realize how little you actually fucking know. You know? Anyway. I have dreamt it, says Carl. Carl thinks you're releasing a leather perfume next. Eugene, I questioned how certain he was. Because I don't have an 86, I'm curious how different it is from the 85. I'd be interested to know how different they are. At least you sampled it. If I were to buy it, it would be completely blind, says Pat. I was very fortunate to sample it as well. Again, it's not what you know, it's who you know. I was very kindly sent a fucking sample of Brooks 7mm. I just fucking... Is 1.3% oud worth an extra fucking €200? It's really, really, and I get they've got to distill it. They've got all this fucking technology and stuff and processing that they've got to do and labour and wages and everything, but 200 quid extra? Just, I don't know. They should not have removed that Winter 24 discount code. That was not nice of them because it's the only true fans of the brand that know of that discount. It was Summer 24. Sandra got it for 10% off and she told us, and I think as soon as they realised that discount code was still there, they took it away. Because I tried to order it with a discount and I emailed Valerie and she never got back to us about the discount at all. And I was like, fuck. Like I say, I've got 9 bottles of their perfume. You know? They have 7 or 8 good perfumes out of 12 or what. They can't, I don't know, they can't all be good. You should know that. I understand that. I do. I even said that, made that point to somebody today. I'm just talking about the price. The price to quality, the price to what extra you're getting. It's very tough. It's very difficult. And you know me, I am the arch fucking Les Indomptables fan. You know? Why won't this fucking thing stay on? Stay on, bitch. Stay down, bitch. I'm sure people will buy them just for collecting. Shao says, I will buy a full bottle of Vanilla Van Oud, but I'm not in a rush to do so. No, I'm not either. I wore it yesterday and thought it's pretty great, says Eugene. Welcome, Eugene. How are you doing? I've already decided I'll stick with the OG, says James. Yeah. Damn, that's some Antaeus knowledge, says Carl. If Eugene likes it, stock will be gone tomorrow, says Paroli. I do believe me and Eugene are going to do a video about it when, well, not a video, a stream about it when I get my bottle, so we can both discuss at length. Rich has a bad poker face. Rich has an absolutely excellent poker face. It's just Rich doesn't use his poker face when talking about perfume. Rich has got an absolutely exceptional poker face and has had done his entire adult life. I just come here to express myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is my outlet. So I don't engage my favourite part of Vanilla Havana is still the raisins, says Eugene. I like the chocolatey bit. I like the chocolate in it. I've been dying to wear it, actually. That and the extra. Oh, God, it's good. The vanilla's really good in it as well. It's got that rum, raisin, chocolatey sort of thing. Yeah, it's very nice. It's very, very, very nice. Is that a promise, the stream with Eugene? Well, we've talked about it, I think so. Probably more up to Eugene than me. Thinking of bone-in ribeye with a mushroom brandy sauce and red potatoes tonight, says Duncan. Divine says, was an entertaining chatter, read Thomas de Monaco. A lengthy discussion was had. On the Discord. I will go and have a look. Greetings. Scent of the day is Oud Maracuja, says Mike. Welcome, Mike. How are you doing? Having a good time? Having a good night? When you think Rich is bluffing, he's not, says Carl. It's not that simple, Carl. I still might be. You never know. That's the point. Yeah, it's super chocolatey, says Eugene. It is very chocolatey, isn't it? Got that cacao. Cacao? Hi, welcome Flavor Sauce. I'd really love a top 12 amber video. Top 12? What a strange number. Why? Why would you like a top 12? What is it about a 12 that you would like? What is going on? Why would you like 12? That's intriguing. That's very intriguing. Tell me why. I would like to do an amber thing, but the problem is I've got so many ambers that I love. I can tell you now, Amber Sultan would fucking win. But the rest of them would be very interesting. It'd have to be ambers that I own. The thing is, it's so subjective. 2 honourable mentions, maybe? Possibly. Le Leon shite, man. I remember Eugene, when it first came out, he was like, in a year's time, I bet you'll love it. Still, it's them aldehydes, that big shiny aldehyde, and then that big rubbery labdanum in it. Just, yikes. I just don't like it. I don't like Shalimar, and I should like Shalimar. I should, you know. My taste, the perfume, everything, it should fit 1-to-1, and it doesn't. It's not even close to 1-to-1. It's painful, you know. It's painful, friends. Someone has left an outrageous comment on one of my videos. Let's see what you say, sir. Vitamin B's. Does anybody know this person? Welcome, Vitamin B's. Talking about Dior Homme. Shalimar, really? Okay, says Alicia. Yeah, I don't like Shalimar. I like Shalimar, but I don't like Lil Leon. Rachel? Rachel? What do you mean, Rachel? Or patchouli nosy by yesterday. Nosy bee yesterday. It was a great day, says Duncan. What did I wear yesterday? I don't remember what I wore yesterday. My memory's fucking criminal, like. Proper crap. Feminite Dubois. Is the heat messing you up? There is warmth in here. There is warmth in here and I am messed up by it. Heat always messes me up. Oh, Amber Sultan, man, you're so creamy. You're so good. So good. I'm like, I've got like I've got more than a third. I've got like 2/5. 2/5 of this left, you know? 2/5. I've got 2/5. Is green Irish tweed still acceptable today? In what way do you mean? What do you mean, is it still acceptable today? You mean, like, is it acceptable to wear it in mid-September? Maybe a bit bracing for that. Is it acceptable to wear in 2024? Yes, it's classic. It's timeless. Does it still smell good? The latest versions have got amberwood in it. The latest versions have amberwood in. I've had my nose on it. I've had other people say it as well, so it's not just me. You know? So it's one of them things. Hello. Scent of the day is Arso. Last wear before I sell it. Why are you selling it? I actually think it's really good. It's a little bit more industrial than... it's a little bit more industrial than Feeling Agile. GIT is always acceptable, says Alicia. The newer version isn't really bad, but the vintage is much better. Will the more vintage Amber Sultan break out after that one? Don't have a more vintage Amber Sultan. Rich, look up the new Dior Sauvage flanker and look at the ridiculous price. I know it's got water in it. I know people, even the people who like it, are panning it. Sauvage. Oh, Fort. 103 quid, is it? Whew. Just Dior on their arse. All them LVMH companies are on the fucking arse. I like it, but I'm in a selling spree, says Flavour Sauce. Yeah, I am as well. I get labdanum in Amber Sultan. Yes, it's in there, definitely. Yeah, I like labdanum when it's not the feature, and it's there giving, like, it's there being like the matrix for the rest of the perfume. I thought you were getting a massage, Rich. I am. What are you talking about? I am. Tomorrow. I wouldn't buy Vintage Creed personally. They got a tendency to turn and the prices are insane, says Paroli. No, they do have some kind of mental... They do have some kind of mental proclivity for turning to shit. Note listing water and some other stuff. Kurdijan's done fuck all since he went there. He's done fuck all since he went to Dior. He's wasted their time, his own time, and everybody else's fucking time. He wanted to go there so he could say he was there. You know? The new Dior is poop, says Alicia. I found a fucking vintage backup of Royal Oud the other day that I forgot that I had. So I'm pretty pleased about that. Some of the prices of those old bottles of fucking Royal Oud have gone mental. I think I wore Royal Oud this week. I would have worn it if I hadn't already worn it. I was told by a sales associate at Saks that MFK whole line will be with water. Lily says, give me. Wow, Rich, you found some good juice, says Alicia. I did. I have the good juice. And I am pleased. What is going on? Water and stuff. I saw Francis talk to Johnny Depp recently in an ad. Oh, fucking hell. Pair of idiots, really. Paroli says, I was thinking of grabbing a bottle of Aventus Royal Oud, Guarda Portugal Viking and Green Irish Tweed. Probably will just buy what I can find at the cheapest price. Like, Jesus. That would set you back some fucking money, that, like. That would set you back a lot of pennies. You would definitely suffer for that, like. And that, my friends, is that. I'm going downstairs. I'm going downstairs to get... I'm going downstairs to take some poison, and then I'm going to bed. And that is the story of my night. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you have had a nice time. I have, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.